Hello everyone, my name is John Story, and I'm just going to do a little short video today about the dangers of type 1 diabetes in babies and toddlers. First I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I'd like to speak to you about my daughter Lyla. Lyla, unfortunately in the last week of April 2025 this year, started to become a little sniffly on the Monday night with rosy cheeks, and we thought that Lyla, we had a look round, we thought, oh, at the time we thought, oh, that's okay, she's just teething. So we gave her a little bit of Calpol that helped her sleep through the night. Came to the Tuesday, Lyla was absolutely fine all day. Went to nursery, had lots of fun at nursery, came home late in the afternoon, had her tea, went to bed, and she used to like going into bed with her mum for a bottle, generally in the middle of the night. And in the middle of the night I came up to bed and found that the bed was wet, and what had happened was she'd had an accident in our bed. At the time I thought it was a diarrhoea poo, but it wasn't. It was, she had a large bowel movement. She gets up on the Wednesday, fine and dandy, has a breakfast, goes to nursery, comes home, and late in the afternoon, about 4:30, she was sat next to me right here on this couch, so this is her pussycat. And basically a nappy burst on me, and she got onto the floor, and she looked really tired, and we thought she was unwell. However, in the morning she gets up, and she was displaying signs of being quite okay on the Thursday. She'd managed to get a bit of yogurt down her for breakfast, but we noticed that her nappies had become wetter and they were getting changed quite a lot more. She came home on a Thursday night, and my mother had told me, my mother brought her home because me and my wife worked, and my mother had told me that she hadn't been speaking at nursery, which is uncharacteristic for her. But when she came round the door, her face, she'd lost weight quite rapidly, and her face looked really gaunt. And I immediately said to my wife, there's something wrong with Lyla. She needs to be off nursery tomorrow, we need to take her to doctors. Emma, that's my wife, she secured a doctor's appointment for the following day. The doctor took a look at her. Emma explained that she's had this and this. She was sick in the surgery. She was falling asleep in front of the doctor. The doctor took a look at her, found that her pulse was quite fast, but she surmised in the end that all Lyla had was tonsillitis. She advised my wife and my mother to take her home, take antibiotics that were prescribed by the doctor, and to keep taking children's paracetamol. The doctor also advised that if she hasn't improved in 24 hours, call 111 or take her to Children's A&E. Lyla passed away 2:30, we think approximately 2:30 the following morning. And the cause of death was type 1 diabetes, diabetic ketoacidosis with a gastrointestinal bleed, and COVID-19. Now I'm going to talk to you about something very important now, about the signs of type 1 diabetes in children. We've had no history of type 1 diabetes in our family. I'm not well versed in it myself, I have to admit. All I'm doing is channeling through my daughter right now to explain to you what the danger symptoms and signs are in a toddler or a baby or even a child with diabetes. If your child can articulate and is quite good verbally, so that could be anything from 4 to 5 onwards, they'll probably complain of the 4 T's. Look out for the 4 T's. So the 4T's are toilet, going to the toilet a lot, thirsty, always wanting more drinks. There is tiredness, constantly tired, going in and out of sleep, and also thinning. All of these symptoms Lyla was displaying, but because she was only 2 and she could only say so many words, she could not articulate what she was going through. Finally, I'm going to say to you the signs that you might want to be looking out for, the danger signs in babies and toddlers. If your child is having more wet nappies, smell them. If they smell of popcorn, and if they smell even of sugar puffs when they have been eating sugar puffs, that's a sign. If your child is tired all the time, that's a sign. If your daughter or your son has lost weight, that's a sign. If your daughter or your son is asking for drinks and water, our Lila's asking for water, what 2-year-old asks for water? If all them signs are pointing to them, don't even go to the doctor. Go straight to Children's A&E and get them tested for diabetes. The worst case scenario is you might waste 3 or 4 hours of your life, but you'll have a lifetime of happiness with that child. We weren't so lucky. Finally, I'm asking everybody across the world with type 1 diabetes to help us lobby the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and the Health Minister to implement Lyla's law, where it is made mandatory to test babies, toddlers and infants for type 1 diabetes, whether that be a urine test or a little pinprick. That child might cry for 1 minute, but that 1 minute could save their life. Thank you for listening. Please share.